Dozens of homes torn to the ground at 32nd Street in Pecos and Ahwatukee. All preparations for a freeway whose existence is still very uncertain. Tomorrow, protesters will head to the federal courthouse where a judge will decide whether to green light the South Mountain Freeway. ABC 15's Melissa Blasius is live in Ahwatukee with more on this controversial roadway. Melissa.
Yeah, that's right. You know, there are very few signs here anymore that there were ever homes on this particular block. This one of the many stops and starts to the South Mountain Freeway, and there have been so many that some people question whether the highway will ever be built.
A not in my backyard battle spanning 30 years as quality of life behind South Mountain conflicts with the need for speedy freeways.
I can see the pollution stagnant right there, right on the neighborhood, because the mountain's going to keep it in there.
As long as this community stays the way that it is and it isn't bombarded with a number of people, then I'm okay with that.
This is what the Loop 202 will look like, connecting Ahwatukee and Levine.
We need to expand our transportation system so drivers aren't stuck in traffic all day.
At full build out, you might save 1 minute.
Howard Shanker, hired by the highway opponents, will argue ADOT failed to follow federal rules.
They actually spent a huge amount of money and a huge amount of time doing an environmental impact statement. What we're asserting is they didn't do it properly.
He says federal law should protect South Mountain, including sacred areas. ADOT says they're blasting less than 1% of the mountain for something that will benefit thousands of people a day.
This is a project that has been studied, planned, debated, and talked about for more than 30 years. Voters have twice approved this project.
ADOT has already demolished homes, expecting the judge will give a green light.
This one of the signs that highway opponents have gotten together for their protest tomorrow outside of federal court. Now, the judge will hear arguments tomorrow from both sides, but we're told that it could take several weeks for a decision. If the judge approves the freeway, ADOT says it could start construction in earnest this summer.